Continuing with our review of Secrets of Distinctive Dress. Keynote to Distinctive Dress was the second part of chapter 1. Her second little, I don't want to say bullet, because they didn't use bulleted highlights back then. But basically, I get mixed on this one. She says figure controls lines, and that goes back to pretty much any fashion book you see where it says if you have an hourglass figure, you should wear this. If you have a pear shape, you should wear that. If you have, the triangle shape, the inverted triangle, wear this. And I've never kind of bought that because, like, by all accounts, I have the hourglass shape. That's what I have, like, by any measurement, right? It's kind of a big hourglass, but it's still an hourglass shape. And so everything there says I should wear dresses that cinch in at the waist and fall down, and that's what I should be wearing, something that pulls in and reveals my tiny waist. Problem is I'm very short-waisted, so pulling in at the tiny waist almost always looks like I'm wearing an Empire style dress because I am that short-waisted. Like, what little height I have at my 5'4" comes from my legs. I have abnormally long legs for my height. It's very weird, very short torsoed. So for me, I prefer to wear dresses, shirts, blouses that cinch in more at my high hip to give me more balanced proportions. At least in my eye, I think I look better like that. I'm more comfortable dressing like that. Since I'm more comfortable, I look more confident, I look better. So that goes back to knowing yourself. Be you, all right? Don't let what some fashion guide tells you your figure is control how you look. If you are not comfortable wearing something that cinches in at the waist, I'm not. I rarely wear something that cinches in at my waist because it's just not me. It's not comfortable to me. I feel awkward dressing like that. But if you love it, if you have an hourglass figure in any proportion and you like that cinched in look, go for it. That's what makes you feel sexy and fabulous. Wear it. All right. Don't let other people dictate what you should wear. All right. So I'm not at all sure that I buy that figure controls the lines. Disagreement with the author. All right, we found one. I was pretty sure I was going to hit one straight on. The book was written 100 years ago. I wasn't going to agree with everything. Complexion and temperament for color. Okay, kind of. All right, I went into that the other day where, the really vibrant green dress I had, or the vibrant green kind of makes me look washed out because I am so very pale, practically an albino. So I picked a more muted green to wear over it. It worked for me. Again, comes down to I felt comfortable in that, and so I felt fabulous. All right. These are more personal choices. All right. These fall in line with what reflects you, what reflects your innermost thoughts. All right. You do you. Occupation can influence fabric, and that I agree with more or less. All right. And if you're working as a car mechanic, hey, girl power, you go be a mechanic. That's fabulous. All right. It's a fabulous choice. You're probably not wearing silk. All right. I can get stains out of almost anything. I can even get grease stains out of silk. But do you want to be spending your off days scrubbing at silk with Dawn in your kitchen sink, or do you want to just throw your jeans in the washer and go from there? So yeah, fabric is going to or your occupation is going to kind of dictate which fabrics you use in your wardrobe. All right, I got that. One of the other things that she hit on, and this was really interesting to me, was fast fashion changes. All right. She highlights how rapidly fashion changed, and it really, really did. From 1918 through, just 1928. I mean, in 10 years, you saw hemlines rise and then fall again. You went from having kind of a sculpted look from the late Edwardian era to the drop waistline of the 1920s. So fashion was changing really, really fast back then, and it's faster now. Oh my God, with the internet and just the explosion of world trade, fashion changes 2-3 times a year easily. So fast fashion was a problem then, it's a problem now. Don't get pulled into it and swayed by fast fashion, all right? Don't just buy what's trendy because it's trendy. Fad originally was an acronym for a day, meaning something was popular for a day. It wasn't going to last. Consider that when you're making your wardrobe choices. Don't just buy something because it's the hot new thing. Consider, does it fit into your lifestyle? Is this something you're going to wear? Fast fashion is easy, it's cheap. If you buy cheap, it's not going to last. All right, if you buy something quality that's meant to last a little longer, you'll get more wear out of it. You'll enjoy it for longer. It becomes a better investment. Okay, so buy what you can afford. If you can afford more, go more. If you can't, treat it right. All right, fast fashion can last for a really long time if you are gentle with it. All right, if you're a rough and tumble type of girl, it's not going to last as long as if you're careful with it to take it off at the end of the day, hang it up in the closet, you know, stretch it out. All right. Keynotes to distinctive dress. This section emphasizes that your dress can magnify imperfections as well as emphasize good points. Okay. One of the other reasons I tend to wear slightly loose clothes is I have scoliosis. It's actually visible on me. I can never, when I'm making my own clothes, I can never hem straight across because the scoliosis causes a drop in my hips, which makes the hemline hang weird. So each skirt has to be hemmed for me individually or it's going to hang weird on me. I love handkerchief hems. I never have to do anything with those. Handkerchief hems are my best friends because those are so easy on me. I mean, they're designed to be asymmetrical and I don't have to fuss with them. So the short of it is find what is beautiful to you and express it. All right? Find what you think is your best attributes and express it. Key points from history might be Josephine Bonaparte, who loved her arms. And so she wore the empire waist dresses with these little cap sleeves because she loved her arms and they were beautiful for her. She thought that was one of her best features. If you think your hair is one of your best features, dress to, do your hair up, you do you. Put it all up in curls and stretch it up. It looks fantastic. If that's, again, how you feel beautiful and you feel that's your best feature, work with it. All right? One of the more, and accessorize, basically. Accessorize to accentuate your best features. So that was it in a nutshell. This little segment went on a little longer, probably because I went off on a little tangent about disagreeing on figure controlling lines, but there you go, all right? I don't think figure controls lines as much as it used to. I think that you should pick colors that match you personally, all right? Match your complexion, your temperament. Definitely go with fabrics that work for your lifestyle. And avoid fast fashion, all right? It looks good for a second and then it's gone and then suddenly you're behind in fashion trends. But if you always dress for you, you will always look fashionable. There you go. There's the condensed version of Keynote to Distinctive Dress.